Unlike most people, I've never been much of a fan of PUBG Mobile. Even when that game was legal and allowed in India, I wasn't playing it too much, but I have played it enough to understand why it's so popular. So when that game was banned in our government's attempt to, reduce Chinese influence on civilians, naturally a lot of people were upset. But a few rumors have come up recently that PUBG may be coming back by adjusting their strategy a little bit. Now, the main reason why government is banning all these applications is because they want to limit the data that goes out of our country into Chinese government's hands. And since PUBG, even though it's not a Chinese corporation, it's actually a South Korean developer. They were a part of Tencent Holdings, which is a holding company of China that they kind of finance these different projects like PUBG and other things. Now, PUBG was using Tencent servers, so that was a Chinese company anyway. So all the data that's going into servers is accessible to Tencent. And even though these companies say that they value user protection at the highest priority, it is known that the Chinese government puts a rule on these companies that whenever the government demands it, the companies have to help the government. So hypothetically, if the government wants sensitive data of users, the companies will have to provide that to the government. So since the Indian government doesn't have any jurisdiction with the Chinese Tencent company or the South Korean PUBG corporation, they said that, you know what, you guys do what you want, but leave us alone. Don't operate your businesses in India. So they banned it. So even today, if you go to PUBGmobile.com, which is the website for PUBG mobile version game, it still gives you the same message that we are ceasing all operations in India with respect to the government's rules. However, there have been a few interesting developments from the company, like they have separated themselves with Tencent, which was a Chinese conglomerate, and they have joined a South Korean company. PUBG is no longer affiliated with Tencent now, and they have moved on to a new union of gaming called Krafton Union, which was earlier called as Blue Hole, which sounds weird. I mean, Blue Hole, it sounds like blowhole, which is, But yeah, Krafton Game Union is a Korean company, South Korean to be exact, if there was any doubt. And now they're only using Krafton technologies like their servers to operate their games. So it could be that very soon they will establish Krafton servers in India as well, and nothing to do with China with that regard. So there hasn't been any communication or any green signal from our government itself, but things could look up because South Korea is not a threat to India, right? As long as no affiliation is there with the Chinese government and the Chinese companies, I think the game should be fine. Both of them are South Korean technology makers, and as long as the game is same and running on a different server, and as a bonus tip, they are also looking to set up servers in India itself, so the data doesn't even go outside the government's jurisdiction. So that will be a major positive point, and I think that will solve all the government's concerns regarding our data security. Tencent has also issued a statement on their webpage saying that they have given off all the rights to the PUBG Mobile Corporation all the way to Krafton Gaming Union. So now Krafton has full access to PUBG and Tencent has nothing to do with it, and they are no longer in control of that. They have mainly done it because they want to clear their name, because Tencent being a Chinese company, they are a business first. So if government is looking at them as some kind of a Chinese communist party, they don't want that either. Now again, like I said, PUBG was a major revenue maker for Tencent. In fact, I think they were getting 25% of their annual revenue just from PUBG Mobile, which is huge because that corporation makes billions of dollars every year. So imagine 25% of that, that's easily a couple of billions. So leaving that to Krafton is not an easy move, but they had to do it for the long run. So if you want to know the full details, there's a detailed article on PUBG.com itself. I'll leave a link in the description. You can read for yourself. You'll find all the details for this Krafton Incorporated. They have given all the address, the phone numbers and all these things. So they're being very transparent about this and showing that they have nothing to hide. In fact, PUBG had nothing to hide in the first place. I mean, they were a clean company. It's just that Tencent had direct affiliation with China. So yeah, dealing with a large Chinese conglomerate who has billions of dollars at its disposal, it's kind of a threatening statement, right? Especially since the Chinese currency is growing in power and China basically controls all the area around India, most of Sri Lanka and other countries as well with the help of their loans. So yeah, we need to be careful, but yeah, this is definitely a good news for you gamers out there. Yeah, I know that you could still play PUBG with the help of VPNs and stuff. There are plenty of VPNs and third-party bypass software that you can still install and get access to Tencent servers. I'm not sure if you trust Tencent more than our government does, then you can still do it, and people have been doing it, but at least we see a legal future for this, so that's great. Well, there is still a lot of work left to be done from the business point of view. This merger is not completed yet. As of their information in their article, the merger will be done on December 2nd, 2020. So by the end of this year, I think they'll probably finish up with all the things. Krafton already has a wide range of servers and technologies available, so if they can immediately make room for PUBG, then yeah, we could very well see PUBG fully operational by the end of 2020 itself. Now that also means that all the existing data which is already there in PUBG servers will be handed over to Krafton, obviously. So if you have any discrepancies about that and you want to know even more specifics of this merger and how Krafton plans to use this, then you can drop an email to PUBG. They have even given their email address there, so I'm sure they are very responsive with that. I have never played it really, and I only set up a guest account to play it for a short time, so I'm not really concerned with that. But if you are, then yeah, there's the point of contact. And yeah, that's basically all the facts there are. Now, of course, it still relies with our government. I mean, if they still see PUBG as the black name that they knew before, then even with this new South Korean merger, they may even reject it still, or it may be delayed even further because they have to look at all the factors. I mean, yeah, deciding this, which can impact the whole country and the whole government itself, it's a pretty critical decision. So I'm not saying that they are at fault for that, but it may lead to us users having to wait longer than what's actually required. But yeah, overall, I think it's a very positive thing that PUBG is finally coming back. So a lot of people will be relieved that they can finally play it legally. The only people who may not be so happy with it are those awful ad-infested VPNs that were there. So no one will have to use them anymore. So that's basically done for. Yeah, pretty cool. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Do you think PUBG will seriously come back? I think it will, but I'm not very sure. Let me know if you want to know anything specific about this. I'll try to reach out to PUBG and hopefully they'll answer your questions. So that can be done too. And yeah, till next time, take it easy and I'll see you soon. Cheers.